Okay, it's the shortest day of the year because it's right around the beginning of winter here, and it's raining outside. And yet, I guarantee you, before this segment is over, you're going to be asking yourself, why have I not installed solar on my home? Artie Rose is here from Solar Alliance of America. And Artie, I think what we could maybe focus on today is the fact that you and I have been talking about this for a long time.
Right.
I bought a system, my parents did, my neighbors did, but if folks don't believe us, you'll provide folks with as many referrals as they want.
Most definitely, Mark. You know, I've been in this industry since 1984, and I literally have thousands of customers, satisfied customers out there. As a matter of fact, over the weekend, Friday night, I was invited to a little holiday party, and a gentleman I've known for about 5 years came up to me and he said, "How are things going in the solar industry?" And I said, "To be honest with you, we're working the guys every single day, extremely busy." And he looks at me and he says, "You know, I would love to go solar, I just can't." I looked at him and I said, "I thought you saw the segment." He said, "Well, you don't understand. My wife and I are teachers. We just don't make that much." I said, "You just don't understand." You know, so anyway, long story short, I went to sit down with him and his wife over the weekend, and they signed up for a system.
So, again, folks, it's no money out of pocket. I don't know how else to say that to folks. I guess maybe they hear it, but they don't quite believe it. But I have not written a check to anybody yet. I will eventually pay for approximately 50% of the system because the government is paying for the other half of the system through rebates.
And that other 50% is obviously paid for by your utility savings.
Exactly.
The majority of people that we go out and see, Mark, end up investing in the system. And I call it an investment. A lot of people might say they bought a solar system, but when you buy things, normally the value goes down and you're out money. This isn't an investment. I guarantee people from the moment they put that system on their home, they're going to start seeing money coming in. The only thing we encourage people to do is at least take some time. As a matter of fact, we brought in some clips of some of our customers, some of our satisfied customers, and I could only bring in, maybe there's 2 or 3 that they're going to show, but this is just a small sampling of 100% of our customers are happy. So let's take a look.
You know, we initially got the system, and I was really, to be honest, I was skeptical of the savings that we could achieve. Solar Alliance promised us significant savings, and when I got my first bill, and it was just a little over $5, I was astounded. And I brought some of my neighbors up to look and watch the meter run backwards, and it's an impressive system. And over the months that I've had the system, my bill has been on average about $30 a month, and I can see long term that I may want to add another panel to bring it down to less than 0 down the road. But long term, this was a great investment. I have nothing but great to say about the system, the installation. Solar Alliance did a bang-up job.
Artie came over personally. He sat down at the table with us. He showed us. He laid everything out. There's a picture he painted, and it was pretty much cut and dry.
I have one regret I want everyone to know about Solar Alliance. I'm very sorry I didn't call them sooner because I've saved so much money.
Mark, okay. You can't pay people to say those kind of compliments.
I know, except the solar is paying for itself,
right.
Which I still just can't believe. I just keep looking, again, like the guy said, my meter running backwards. And granted, it's cloudy today, but I mean, when you average out over the cost of a year,
right.
It's mind-boggling. And again, I'm asking myself the same thing. Why didn't I do it sooner?
Let's talk about real briefly the program. What makes Solar Alliance different than all those other companies? First of all, we deal in volume. And the fact that we deal in volume with the manufacturer, we buy things at a lower rate than other companies. We transfer that savings that we receive onto the homeowner. First thing that we do, Mark, as you know, is we offer the system with no money down. There's no initial investment. I've never had anybody argue with me about not putting any money down. Then we give them 18 months with no payments and no interest. And you know why that's important, is that the federal government and the state pay for up to 40% of the cost of the system. And on top of that, you're saving 18 months, whether it's $100, $200, whatever your savings is over those 18 months. When you take that money, put it towards the system, the balance is paid with your utility savings. And it's for a short period of time. I don't remember how much you calculated your
Well, most of my family and friends that had questions about it, they said, well, what's the payback on it? You know, what point are you breaking even? And I said, well, even that's deceptive. Now, but I understand your question. 5 to 6 years, the system is paid off.
With the money that you would be paying SDG&E.
Exactly. That's the tricky part, that they can't quite grasp this concept. So you didn't put out anything, basically. No, I didn't. It didn't cost me anything out of pocket. Zero, nothing.
Mark, so much of our business is referral driven. These are, it's one thing for somebody to watch us on television, but a majority of our business comes from referrals. People like yourself who put a system in, see the savings, and then your parents and your neighbors do it. So we brought another clip of some of our customers talking about referrals, and maybe we can take a look at that.
After using Solar Alliance of America, I've recommended them to both friends and family because they're just a great company.
Oh, most definitely, hands down. And matter of fact, I've recommended to several friends at work, and they've called Solar Alliance.
Yes, Solar Alliance. I have recommended them to my friends and co-workers and some family members.
I have and will continue to recommend to friends, family, and co-workers Solar Alliance for solar installation.
Let's make this really simple. The first 10 callers, Artie will come out to your house, and if you have a $150 a month bill or more and you own your home, first 10 callers, just for the honor of explaining this, $50 Visa gift card, no strings attached.
Nothing to lose. By the way, this is a busy time of year. Make the call now if you want to schedule something maybe between Christmas and New Year's will come out, maybe even after the year. But if they call now, we can offer them at least a $50 Visa gift card, even if we don't get out there within the next couple of weeks.
Fantastic. All right, Artie Rose, Solar Alliance of America, give them a call. It's working for me and my mom and dad. Thanks, Artie.
Always a
Merry
pleasure.
Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
All right, for more information, again, you go to san diego6.com. Now,